Hello, and thanks for joining me. So, we've got a fantastic topic today. It's rather curious and in a lot of ways is getting back to basics because, well, that's where everything grows from. So, today I'm talking about modeling. What is modeling? The process of modeling and modeling as a study is actually about studying excellence, seeing it in the context that it is, and noticing that anything that someone else can do, you can also do. Modeling is really all about seeing excellence and, well, we're not copying it. What we're doing is emulating the key aspects and the essence of that excellence. So, why would you want to model anyone specifically? Well, if you have anything specific that you're wanting to achieve in your life, whether it's better relationships, better ability to create and generate a higher income, better ability to communicate with others, such as a fantastic public speaker does, someone that holds the attention of their crowd or of the crowd that they're speaking to, or whether you just want to have a better quality of life. Well, many people have achieved many things in human history, and nothing is new. So if someone else has mastered whatever it is that you want to master, well, we can be rather leveraged by looking at the specific steps and strategies of genius that different individuals have utilized, break them down into bite-sized pieces, and then follow that sequence. Can you see value in that? Go ahead and leave a comment if you can. So, how exactly? How would you do this? How can you personally model excellence? Well, the first step is niching down and getting very specific on what specifically, specific on specifics, but what specifically do you want to be modeling? We could look at a really basic example and say, well, basic in the sense of something physical because it's easy to visualize and imagine. You would like to be a better swimmer. Now, this comes to mind because I personally went through a process of this when I had an injury. I love hiking and I couldn't hike because I had an ankle injury. So I really wanted to cross-train to keep my fitness up to a level that I was happy with. Swimming was something that I had not done since I was younger. I did some state swim, all the local crowd would know about state swim, when I was in primary school, but it had definitely been a long time between drinks, so to speak. And I knew my freestyle stroke wasn't fantastic. In fact, I knew it was all over the shop. So I decided that I'd do a little bit of modeling. And you probably do this organically at times, but here's the thing, if we can really look at things that, even the process of modeling you can model. If we look at things that we do on an automatic basis or even haphazardly and start to do them with a lot of direction and purpose, we become highly efficient. And efficiency is what makes life a lot easier. Does it not? So it was a simple process with swimming, because all I did was, in this wonderful world we live in, find the appropriate videos that had the information and look at the steps. I broke that down into a series of steps of, okay, what does my head need to be doing? Great. What does my arms need to be doing? Wonderful. Breathing, legs, putting that all together and then going ahead and following through with that. Of course, I ensured in this example that I was going to pick excellence. It's really important with modeling that we find excellence where it lives. Kind of like a metal detector. You really want to be honing in, zoning in to that level of excellence that you want to achieve. Once that's been discovered, decodifying those steps, breaking them down into bite-sized chunks so you can emulate and make it your own. And that's also what modeling's about. Like I said previously, it's not about copying, and even the word emulation might perhaps be the use of that language might be perceived in the same realms of copying. And it's certainly not that. It is about looking at someone that's demonstrating exquisite behavior, breaking it down into those steps, decodifying it, and then recreating it in your own manner and sequence, giving it your own flavor. I managed to actually improve my freestyle stroke quite considerably, and when I first started back to swimming as an adult, I could barely do a lap of the 25-meter pool with freestyle. The fitness, but just the efficacy, it was rather poor. When I put all these steps into action, and it was piece by piece, got my feet and legs doing what they needed to first, the kickboard, and then made sure my head was turning in a rather crisp and precise manner, because the way I was doing it certainly was not that. And then getting those arms moving in that certain way. Of course, when I got to a certain level of efficacy or proficiency, I was able to look at what was happening there and what I needed to tweak and adjust. And inside of that, in a very short amount of time, 10, 20, 30 laps. It's just the sequence and the process, and that's really what modeling is about. So we can apply this to all sorts of pursuits in life. Do you want to make that change in career? Would you like to just earn more money? I don't know, if that's something that appeals to you, go ahead and comment below. There's ways to get there, and modeling is ultimately one of the first steps. What about relationships? Would you like to have more fulfilling relationships? And as I mentioned before, communication, and they're all tied in. If you have a more effective way to communicate, to get your message across, to create images in people's minds and speak in a manner that doesn't confuse people, that is right to the point and speaks to that deepest part of them. This will assist you to create the types of results you want to. In all of the above. So, if you've got any questions about how you can learn modeling in more detail, and I have skimmed over the process to make it a bite-sized package, but there's a lot more to it. But if this has piqued your interest, please send me a question, leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to answer. There's also a lot of information on my website on how you can use hypnosis and the power of your mind to model, how you can leverage it as a conscious and unconscious process. So certainly reach out and you can find me easily, Matthew Tweedy Hypnosis. That's the website and the Facebook and the Instagram. And also find me at Empowered NLP, the website. I just want to say thanks for tuning in, and ciao for now. Keep growing and evolving.